What up, what up, what up? Welcome to
Hey,
Don't Be Scared.
Let's
let's
talk
talk
about
about
it.
it.
Baby, listen, we about to talk about it tonight. Let me tell y'all something. I need this because my stomach was on 10 today, and I'm hoping that this wine ain't gonna set me off.
Me
Bruh.
too.
But we
All
gonna keep
right,
it moving. Now listen,
right.
over here. Please, if you can, come on and like, share, comment, subscribe to our YouTube page. It's the same. Don't be scared. Let's talk about it. And we gonna talk some shit over here. And listen, I'm sorry if it ain't for you. You can go ahead on and somebody give me them fingers. There you go. Keep it on going. But we want you to stay because it's all in fun, man. We tripping over here. And
Mhm.
we have to say, allegedly, this is what happened.
Allegedly.
Okay? Allegedly. And we just gonna put our spin on this shit because that's what we do. All right, man. We about to get started. First thing we gotta do is we gotta talk about what we drinking on tonight. What we drinking on, Dale? What we got? What we drinking on tonight?
All right. So tonight we have it's called Gloria Margarita Wine Cocktail Strawberry. Looks like this.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this is 13.9% alcohol. So we got a good little amount of alcohol in this. Um, you can find this at I found mine at Harris Teeter, I think Walmart. Pretty sure they have it at Total Wine as well. Now the one I got is the big version, so this one is the one that me and Tanja got. And this one costs, and this one costs
Mm-hmm.
about 13.99 to 14. But the one that Foxy has, and I think Chris Nares is a smaller version. That's about $8.99 on up. Correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's the smaller version
7.99.
right there.
Close
Seven
enough.
ninety nine. Okay, so
Yeah.
it's very affordable. So we're gonna sip on this wine. I'll let you know how we feel about it. It does have like a hint of lime juice and natural flavors. So we're just gonna drink up and see what we think about it.
All right, man.
All
Look,
right, everybody.
we I'm gonna sip and hope I don't get sick off this shit.
Oh Lord.
All right,
Oh
but
Lord.
listen, we about to get it started. We're gonna start with that celebrity tea. Chris, what's up?
Mm, okay.
What's up, man?
So, so y'all know I love the baby, right?
Hey,
Ah,
hey, hey.
I love me some the baby. If you don't know the baby, he's a rapper out of Charlotte, and he's actually really blowing up in the entertainment world.
Absolutely.
So everybody remember me in the beginning when we first started the podcast, we were talking about Megan Thee Stallion and how, Tory Lanez allegedly shot her.
Mm-hmm.
And, in court, in and out of court this whole time. Well, come to find out, the baby has been has worked with Tory Lanez recently.
Mm,
And Megan is in her feelings. She's like, how you gonna work with my op? And she was all in her feelings, and she was like, you know how I feel about him. We supposed to be cool. How you working with him? And let me tell y'all something. The baby from Charlotte. And let me tell you about people from Charlotte. Sorry, mama, but we don't give a fuck. We do not care.
we don't.
The baby
No, baby.
is trying to stay relevant
Mm-hmm.
and stop. And how you gonna stop this man from making money?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Right. Right.
Now it'll be different if the baby was her man. You know what I mean? Like if
Right.
the
Right.
baby was her man and he did that, you know, And even still, though, I still would have just slapped the shit out of Tory Lanez and we would have recorded.
Oh,
Now that's business.
what?
That's
That's
violence.
business. That's money. You don't know how
Business.
much you can make off of that song. You about to stop this man from making thousands of dollars,
Right,
hundreds
More
of
than that.
thousands of dollars,
There you go.
possibly.
right, right,
You about to
right.
stop this man because you got shot in the foot. But is you dead? Now, let me say this. I do love Megan Thee Stallion. I'm rooting for my girl. I love Megan Thee Stallion. And I do believe Tori did shoot her. I do believe that. However, I like the baby more. So
Well,
leave him
well,
alone.
speak your truth.
Yep.
Okay? So what you think? What do you think, Tanya? Do you think that Megan should feel some type of way about the baby working with Tori?
What?
Absolutely not. See, that goes back to that high school shit when if I'm mad at her, everybody got to be mad at her. We
Right.
grown now. We grown. We out here trying to make money. This man trying to make hits, which he has done. And yes, they have done some records together. Okay, he ain't got to agree with him, but business is business. And I'm not
Right.
about to stop nobody paper. We all trying to get paid. So
Yeah.
Exactly.
I ain't that big of a Meg fan anyway. So let me throw that out there. So Meg, you can go straight to hell.
Booyah!
With gasoline. With
Love
gasoline
her.
draws.
What
Because
gasoline draws?
and
So
then
so yeah.
somebody, and then I think Megan said, Tory Lane's not even relevant enough for you to even want him to do a song with him. Like he's not really that big.
But that's how he
Who cares?
becomes big. But
Yeah,
that's what
that's how
people
they
don't understand.
become big.
Exactly,
Right.
Foxy. That's how they
Right.
And
become
Tory
big.
Lanez, he's talented too. He's
He is.
talented.
He is.
So
He is.
so are they not together anymore?
Who?
Tori and
No,
Meg.
no. After
Mm-mm.
he shot her in
Hey,
the foot, that was it for her.
she was done.
Yeah, she was
You
done. She
can't
was
shoot.
done.
You can't shoot somebody. Everybody knock you, mama. She don't got that Kim pussy where you stab somebody in the stomach and they come back to you.
Wait a minute. Wait a
Mercy.
minute.
Wait a
Who did
minute.
that?
Hold on. Stop.
Who did
Wait
that?
a minute.
Oh
I know that's
no!
At least I know it wasn't me that said it.
mm, mm, mm.
Oh Lord.
Whoa. Wait
Lord
a
have mercy.
minute. Hold on. Well, listen. I feel like she should be stopping that man paper. Let that man be great. Let him do whatever it is he gonna do. Point blank. Period. Cause
I
he
agree.
dropping the hit.
Yeah.
He dropping them, baby. And then he throw Charlotte out there. I'll be like, oh shit. I like it. I like me some the baby. So it is what it
Mhm.
is for me. It is what it is, man. So look here.
Yeah.
Look here. We about to move on. We about to go on over there to that sports. Yeah, I left. What y'all gonna do about it? I left. Damn it. I
Oh
wasn't
Lord.
prepared and I had to go get my shit.
Oh
There you go.
no!
It is what it is. I'm having a day. Okay? So listen, let's get right into it, baby. Cause I can't play with y'all today. Now, bruh, we're gonna go right into the finals. All right. I told y'all last time that I wanted Trey Young to advance. I told it. Y'all can't say I didn't tell you. And
You
look at
did.
God.
You said it.
Look at him. Look at him. Baby, they in there. All right? We're going to give it up for him. So what we got now, and I can't even much find my paper. Oh, this ain't right. This ain't the work of the Lord. Hold on. Uh, Atlanta is up by 1, okay, with the Bucks. And hold on. Ah shit.
Who's up?
Somebody put it in the
So
comments.
wait. So Atlanta won last night.
Atlanta won, baby. Atlanta won last night. Yes,
I
they
left
did.
at
You
I went to bed at halftime.
Yes, Atlanta won. And the Suns also won. I can't get my notes, y'all. Oh, okay, here we go. It's 2-1 with Phoenix, and it's at Atlanta and Milwaukee. Atlanta is up by 1. So we getting down to the wire. And the two people that I wanted to go to the finals, hopefully they'll get there, which would be Chris Paul and Trae Young. I want those two to get there. Since my Lakers couldn't make it
okay?
out, don't y'all say nothing. My Lakers didn't make it. It's okay. But I got two other favorites, and I'm hoping that they get there. So if y'all ain't been watching, I mean, these games are going down to the wire. Like they are
Yeah,
winning by like 1, 2, 3 points. Like these boys
they
are playing
ruthless
for their
too.
life. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
They
Yeah,
ma'am.
are.
they ruthless.
They ain't
That
playing
but
no
God,
that
games.
Hawks team,
Yeah.
What
that
you say,
Hawks
Chris?
team is crazy. That
Yes,
Hawks team,
ma'am.
they so aggressive.
Yes, ma'am. And they not scared, man.
Goodness.
And
They
that's what
not.
I like. And that's what I like, man. They got that go getter. We here. We here. What y'all gonna do about it? Man, the next story, we gotta talk about it. We gotta talk about LALA and Carmelo. Carmelo Anthony. Understand this. He has cheated on her before. We all know that. But we know that she decided to stay. And if I remember correctly, she had said that she really doesn't believe, or she wanted her union to work. I'm not gonna say she didn't believe in it, but I thought it was something she said, kind of sort of like that. So
mm,
they are now, once again, she has filed for a divorce. And it has been said that the reason she filed is because allegedly he has twins on the way. Now he already had one baby on her. Now they're saying he
right.
has a set of twins. So here we go back with sports,
Oh
NBA
wow.
players, millionaires cheating on women, but also making a baby. When you
Mm-hmm.
create another life outside of your marriage, there to me there is a limit. There's a limit. And I know people say, well, cheating is cheating. I get it. But when you decide to not have protection with someone else, that says a lot. Now, what do y'all think? Y'all think she gonna go ahead on through with this divorce, or y'all think she gonna change her mind?
She better. She
Yeah.
she she
I,
need to go ahead and go ahead and cut that on off because it is first of all, that's just disgusting. If you out here
Mm-hmm.
making babies, you definitely not using protection.
Mm-hmm.
And
Right.
she
Right.
jeopardizing her life.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
facts. And let me tell you something. My mama was big on protection, and so it was just burned in my mind about condoms and protecting yourself.
Mm-hmm.
So I find it highly disrespectful for
Absolutely.
you
Yeah.
to have sex with somebody unprotected. That's like
Yes.
we have to fight.
Right.
We like
And being in a
Right.
we have to fight
relationship.
because at that
Yeah.
point you don't care about my safety. You don't care
Absolutely.
about my life. If you don't
Absolutely.
Right.
care about
Right.
my life, then why did you waste my time? So now let's
Why?
just fight it out.
Girl, time you can't get back. You
Right.
you
Right.
can get back a lot of things, but you can never take back your time. So, like you said, you just wasted my time. What's up, LA? She said divorce. He had no protection. Lisa, Felissa says she'll divorce this time. She's been taking it long enough. I think it's long
Right.
enough. I think when she gave him that first, what I call a pass, that was it. That was it. Now you're out here making more babies.
Mm.
Like you didn't learn your lesson, and you're so disrespectful. It's just
Right.
disrespectful.
It
It's in
is.
her face, disrespectful.
And I
So
mean, I get it. Love is love, and I love hard. So I mean, I understand. But at
right,
some point, you have to love yourself more.
absolutely,
Right.
Mm-hmm.
absolutely,
At some point, it has to be a nah, baby. He wouldn't have made it through the first baby.
right, right. And she's really good friends with the Kardashians. And Kim is going through her divorce now with Kanye, and all this kind of stuff. But with him, it was a mental health issue for her, and him always being out of town. But for Lala, it's just flat out disrespectful, just cheating.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And Felissa said she should have left with the first baby, but had an
that's
image.
crazy.
But had an image to maintain. Oh shit now.
What image?
Oh,
What
because that's what
image
they
Yeah.
though?
do. That's what they do.
What
A
image?
lot of people, no, no, no. Understand this. People will stay in marriages just because they want to have that image of this is my husband. We've been married for so long. We take trips together. We've been married for 20, 30, 40 years. It's an image
Mm,
that people like to have, even if they're not happy in the relationship. And they do it.
that's sad.
They
But
put
That's
up
real
with
sad.
like, isn't that image kind of tarnished because of the fact that
Right.
he's out
Right.
here and obviously cheating, making other like families outside of his family.
I'm glad you
And
said
I do
that.
want to right quick. Let me right quick. I want to do a shout out to Cracker Jack. I love you. All right. Uh huh. But anyway, yeah. I mean, like to
Cracker
me.
Jack.
Oh yeah, Cracker Jack. You know who you are. I love you. Yeah. Anyway,
So
so like, yeah, that image is kind of tarnished because he's out
Are you trying to call
with
your
the
man a
babes.
cracker?
oh
What?
Excuse me. Excuse me.
Who is Cracker Jacker?
That Nunion, Cracker Jack is Nunion. He know who he is.
okay, we going on because I'm not about
So
to.
let me wait, Tanya. Let me say this. Okay, so this is my thing about it. You're young and you're gonna take this how long? And you're gonna wake up one day in your 50s and you're gonna be like, damn, I wasted all that time, all my young life on this fool, this clown. That's all I want to say.
Can I play devil's advocate with y'all about this image thing and
Mm.
staying in the marriage? Uh, Two things. Some women are like, I don't give a damn if he cheated with you. He ain't leaving me. Understand that. You was stupid. You messed around with a married man and he ain't going nowhere. That's number one. Number two, I have literally heard people say, well, I'm going to stay with him until my kids graduate and get out the house. Then I'll leave him. But for now, for the family's sake, I'm going to stay here.
What?
I'm just saying.
Fuck them kids.
Ooh.
So I don't like that saying. I don't like that saying at all.
It's
Divorce is
good.
hard on kids.
It
Divorce is
is.
hard on kids. But guess
Absolutely.
what? They gonna be okay. They gonna be
Yeah.
okay. It's
All right.
better to have a healthy parent and the kids grow up seeing what is happy and healthy than to see their mom be dragged or their dad be dragged.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And we're going to get there when we talk about Netta's topic. Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. So listen, let me go forward. Let's talk about Sha'Carri. I'm gonna blow this up. Listen, yeah, let's give her applause first of all.
I love
But
you. All
I
right.
just want to blow up her picture
Congratulations.
for just a second for the viewers so you all can see Miss Thing here. Miss Thing
Ain't
is
she though?
unapologetically her. She
Mm.
don't care what you say about her, how you feel about her. She's had blue hair, she's had orange hair. Hell, she might do pink or yellow. She does not care. She went to qualify for the Olympics. She ran, I want to say it was a 10.6 something. Now, in the 100-meter, that is fast. That is fast. And y'all know I know about track.
That's super
She
fast.
can definitely go. And it was her and a girl from Livingstone actually placed as well. They took the first three. The first three qualified to go and run for the Olympics. Now, when a lot of people wanted to say different things about her because she's a cusser like we are. She was like, "Ah, da, da, da." She's very emotional, but her confidence level, and I always say a lot of things start with the mind, right? When your mind, if you can change your mindset, you can do what you need to do. and her confidence level is off the charts. So she won, and she began to tell her story about on the previous week her biological mother passed away, and that she was
Mhm.
actually raised by her grandmother, and she went into the stands and she hugged her grandmother, and she's who she is. And when she talks to reporters, hear me, when she talks to reporters, she don't give a damn what she say what she want to say, and that's the end of it. That's what she does.
Yeah.
Now, it brings me to when we talked about the tennis player. Y'all remember the tennis player? Remember we
Naomi?
talked, yes, remember we talked about her. And remember how we talked about she mentally she decided not to go into the opening of the tennis because of the fact of she don't want to do interviews. Now,
Mm,
this right here brings up Netta's topic brings out a lot of things because this girl right here, the tennis player, she grew up and she had a mom and a dad and this, that, and the third. And she seems to be, a little timid when it comes to taking interviews, this, that, and the third. Sha'Carri grew up in the hood where she probably had to fight for everything she had, and she is not afraid. And that's a lot of what Kevin Hart and Will Smith were talking about when it comes to their children and how their children are and how they were raised. But we gotta say, Sha'Carri is a beast. She's a beast.
yeah.
Only
Have y'all seen
21,
her?
21 years of age.
21. She went to LSU.
Yeah.
21.
She
And
is a
people
beast.
talk, they talk mad junk about her, and I
Beautiful.
hate that. I hate when
Yeah.
we're judged by how we look. That bothers
You know,
me. Go
yeah.
ahead.
Marlon on Radical Truth to Power, he had this was part of his
Shout out.
segment yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
And I agree with him how we are always having to dumb down ourselves or
Absolutely.
fit into society. And you know what? Fuck that. Be you, boo.
Be
Be
you.
you.
Be
Because
you.
if
Right.
society can accept a man transitioning to a female. I mean, if you can and put him on a pedestal, you can accept anybody. Anybody.
Anybody.
And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. I'm not saying that transgender is fine with me. If that's gonna make you happy, I support you. But I'm saying you can't pick and choose who you gonna accept, boo. You gotta let people be people. Let
Yep.
them be happy in the skin that they're in. If she wanna wear gold hair, if she wanna wear green hair, hey,
Mhm.
I done
Mhm.
seen all colors in one head.
Yep.
Mhm.
But
Yep.
so my
That's
stand on the whole situation is it's all about how you were raised. Because if you think about it, what if Shakari didn't have her grandma?
Mm-hmm.
What if she was raised by her biological mom? I'm not sure what her biological mom was fighting and not able to raise her. But if we being honest, I'm glad she was raised by her grandmother. Because
Mm-hmm.
if you're not able to properly care for a child or at least push, it's going to be different. I always talk about, and that's what my whole motto and how I live is everything determines how you were raised.
Right.
Your mindset when you become an adult, it's either based off of what you didn't have or what you didn't do, and you just overcoming it, or it's off of who was around you and who your village was and who inspired you. And you know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? All that stuff is important for a successful person.
Absolutely.
Mhm. Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And LaRonda says the more they talk about her, the better she will break those records. You go, girl. And she
Mhm.
yep.
uses it. A lot of people, when they get upset, they're better at what they do. Beyonce used to say,
Yep.
I want people to piss me off before I go on stage because I work harder. You know what I mean? It just gives you that drive, and she's doing
Yep.
it, man. And I'm so proud of her, and I just want her to just keep going. And my thing is whether or not she wins, because there is someone else out there that is like really really good as well. And I think she's from Jamaica, somewhere like that. They talked about her
Mhm.
too, but she's very good too. But whether or not she wins or not, just to get to the Olympics,
Right.
okay,
Right.
that is an
Yes.
At 21.
awesome, awesome
Yes.
thing. All right,
Definitely got
so
my support. I gotta fly in here.
absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay.
All right, man, we're gonna move on. Let's go, Foxy.
Yay. All right. Hey y'all, hey. Just in case you're not keeping up with the news, um, voter suppression. There are about 14 states that have already tried to pass laws, voter suppression laws, restricting voter rights, which primarily affects people of color. So, and many of them are red states like Texas and Florida, etc. So basically, what they're doing is trying to make what is what we know as the norm, standing in line, you may have a bottle of water or whatever. They're trying to make those obsolete. They're trying to take that out, say you can't do it.
You
So
can't drink water?
they're saying nope. They're saying
You
that you
can't drink.
cannot have. Mm-mm. That's one of the restrictions. Another restriction is ID. And most recently, I think as of a couple of days ago, maybe even yesterday, Democrat Stacey Abrams out of Georgia, she changed. She flipped on us, y'all. She has compromised with the Republicans, saying that it's okay. Yeah, I'll compromise and say that voter ID, you have to have a ID, an ID to vote now. So 3 or 4 months ago, she said no. Now she's compromising and she's saying yes. So everybody, I encourage you, keep up with the news because all of these people, they are voted in. Your vote, even if you had to stand in line for 2 hours, your vote matters. So keep up with your local elections because trust me when I tell you these voter suppressions is going to affect everybody, not just people of color, but it primarily affects people of color.
So can I play devil's advocate and ask you a question?
Yeah.
What are the reasons that someone would not have an ID?
Well, one of
Homeless.
the main reason they wouldn't have an ID is they're older. A
Okay.
lot of our older, especially in the African American people of color, they may have never had an ID, but they've been
Okay.
able to vote because that's their right.
Okay.
And it's a lot of them, a lot of them.
Okay. 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 I get it. I
But
get
let's
it.
be real though. I mean, I feel like that's pushing them into a better person, if you understand what I mean. Like it's pushing them to be more I don't want to say acceptable in society, but functional. It's pushing
Hmm.
them to be more functional in society.
You mean
Instead of
the older people?
anybody,
Ooh.
the older people, anybody who doesn't have an ID, because it's forcing them to get one. It needs to get us a chance to go into the community and say, hey, I got a van. Everybody who need an ID, get your paperwork together, hop in the
Hmm.
van, let's go to the V.
Well,
It's
see,
just a
that's
different
fine.
thing.
That's fine for people that is of our age, but if you're in your late 80s or your late 70s or late 80s, and you've never had an ID, you've always did your banking with this one particular bank. They know you, or your bank or your income is direct deposit. You've never had to have one, and for some people that are really up in the age, they may not even have a birth certificate, or they probably have to go back and find a birth certificate. I mean, it's a lot for them, and a lot of them, their friends and family will go and pick them up to vote, so they don't even drive.
Okay. So let's
So their
talk
friends and
about.
family need to pick them up and take them DMV.
So
Take
wait a
them
minute.
back.
Let's talk about here. She said, "What about the people that are not legally here? If you're not legally
That
here,
causes a
can you
problem.
get an
If you,
ID?"
that's a good
What's up,
If
question.
yo?
you're here
No,
with a visa, if you're here
you
with a
you
visa, you should be able to
you
get an ID.
But what if you're
Yeah,
Yeah.
illegally here?
but if you're not legally here, you have to show proof that you are a citizen when you go and get your North Carolina or wherever state you are ID. Have to be
Okay.
authentic.
Okay. Okay. Now let me address this. Felissa says I thought that everyone was required to have an ID. Honestly, I don't see an
So
issue with requiring an ID. And I have to kind of agree with that. What if someone else votes in your place by just using your name? Like I see the point, right? Don't get me wrong. I see the point. It's what we've always done, and now it feels like, oh, since we got this victory, let's take some things away. I see the point. I see it, but I don't think having an ID is a horrible thing. You know what I mean?
it's not
Like
one
our
of the
people,
worst,
like,
but it
but
does
why? But
it
why is it the
it
worst
does
thing?
leave out a certain segment of people.
So here's
So
my thing. I would love to see the percentage of people that it would leave out. That's
yeah,
what I would love to see. I would love to see that percentage because for me, I saw, and I could be wrong. So let me just say allegedly, it seemed like a lot of young people got out and voted. And I would
yeah.
hope that we have that. Now, the news did show elderly people in wheelchairs coming out and vote. I get it. But I would love to see the percentage of the ones that don't, the elder, let's just say the elderly, since we're talking about it, that don't have an ID. I
But
would love to see the
not just the
percentage.
elderly, the those who are handicapped as well.
Yeah. Handicap,
So
homeless people. Um, it's what else was the
it's
category? I seen a post that listed them. It leaves
yeah,
it'll leave out a good number of people,
it
but
leaves out a certain segment of people, and they have rights just like anybody else. They have a
yeah.
right to vote.
Okay. So,
But it's
okay,
time
I'm
as
trying.
the people. It's time for us to step up. We just gotta step up and do what we have to do,
So
especially
let me get
within your own family.
let me get to some of the comments. Um, First Love says the problem is the state will start making it hard for people to get IDs. That's one. What's up? Mama said, "Hey y'all." And then
Hey,
Hey,
ma.
Judy
hey,
says
Auntie.
older people, disabled people, and nursing home people. So now when you start talking about the nursing home, that is like a good percentage. But then I would still want to know how many people went and got that van and got them nursing home folks to the poll. But I mean, and I'm not knocking it. I see exactly what you're saying. I think me and Chris are kind of saying the same thing. Like, I get it because I feel like this is only an issue because Biden got in. Let me just be real.
It
I
is.
feel
It
like that
is.
is the issue. Now it's such a big thing, and we got to make it so that this doesn't happen again. That's how I
Yeah.
feel.
The
However,
states are making the red states mostly are making this a big deal under Stop the Steal.
So, can I
mm,
ask a question, Kim? Now, what does the water play in this? Not being able to
Well, that
have
was just
water with
that
you.
was just that's just an example of
it's
one of the
stupid.
restrictions.
Yeah,
It's
it
stupid. They just
now
want something
that
to,
It
to,
is.
to fuss about.
And
now
see,
that is
It is.
stupid.
and I
Because it's
know
it's
for a
all
fact.
about mentality. It's all about mentality. Like if
Mm-hmm.
you can get to them by oh well they have water, let's take that away from them. They're not going to come now.
Right. Okay, let's read Keisha. My question is, if they're recruiting IDs for, are they recruiting IDs for everyone now? What types of IDs can people
Yep.
have? If they don't have a government ID, what are the alternatives? That is a great question. If
That
That
is
I
a
is a
great
good
don't
question.
question.
have my
Right now,
ID,
right now, it's just a government ID. They're requiring a
wow.
government ID.
Okay. Judy Friday says it's attacked by the Republicans to target the low income and black folk. Period.
Yep.
Always, always.
Period.
That's
Because
their motive.
y'all showed
And
out
then
this year.
also the Latino community as well.
Yes, yes,
When it comes
yes,
to being able to have IDs and stuff when you're going in to vote, that affects them as well. And they have
absolutely.
a
Yep.
voice just
But
like everybody else does.
Wait a minute,
so
she
the
got
Yep.
another
question
one.
First Love said the problem is the state will start making hard for people to get IDs. Well,
Yeah.
North Carolina changed their ID and license policies recently too. And this was before the election. Because now in order to fly, you got to have that star on your license.
Oh yeah, yeah, you do. Yeah, yeah. You muted yourself, Dale.
Wow,
That's
I
not
didn't know that.
implemented right now, though. It's not implemented now that you
It's
have to
coming.
It's
have
this
that
year,
star.
though. It's this
We
year,
just went.
isn't it?
We just went.
Yeah,
We just went to Las Vegas. I mean, I have a passport, but my
yeah,
boyfriend, he has his regular ID and he was able to fly. So it's not implemented right now, but it will be soon.
yep,
Hey,
yep.
Let's get this
Jerry.
comment here. She said also in the bill, if a Republican don't win, they can void the election. Whoa, wait a minute.
Now
Let
wait
me
a
read that
minute.
again. If a Republican don't win, they can void the election. What is that about? Oh, listen, we're gonna have to get some more
Not
information.
I thought they could appeal to void. Like they can put the request in to void. I
Okay,
didn't know that it was
Okay, that's
automatically
crazy.
voided. That was my
okay,
understanding. I could be wrong though, but that was my understanding that they could like appeal to void it, and it's not going to be automatically voided.
okay.
Yeah.
Listen,
And
we
just
gonna have
just
to.
just so y'all know that Republicans, they won't even debate for the People Act. They're not even
Right,
trying to get on the floor so they can even hear what's in the bill.
right,
So it's a big deal. It's a big deal.
right.
So make sure you guys participate, keep up with what's going on.
Yep. And another great point, and I'm a move on because we done took some time. But another great point that Judy makes is those old people probably can't stand in that DMV line for that long.
But
And
that's what I'm
then
saying. That's when it's time for us to step in and change some things. That's what I'm saying. Like, why can't we create a law to where this DMV for senior citizens only, and only
mm,
senior citizens can go into this
They
certain
did it
DMV?
during COVID,
That's
absolutely,
what
so
I
you know
mean.
it can happen.
Right.
absolutely.
That's what
I
I'm
agree.
saying about going in and making changes within your community and actually trying to make these changes, because the higher ups, we can't do anything with that here, but we can
Right,
do something within our local community to make everything better and for all of everybody else to kind of catch on to what's going on in the higher ups and the feds.
absolutely,
Right.
absolutely. I totally agree. I totally agree. So we're
Yep.
gonna have to keep up with this one because that is off the chain.
Yeah, that's great. That's great.
All right, next.
So, y'all know I didn't watch the video, so I ain't got a lot to say about it because I've been working 16 hours,
Don't
y'all.
Ain't
understand
nobody
how
I
you
got
got
else
2
to.
know though.
jobs.
That's what I'm trying to figure out. Nobody else know you didn't watch the damn video.
You just tell it on yourself. Go ahead
That
now.
is crazy.
Well, guess
$5,
what? I'm going to tell you
$5.
why. Because I didn't know what to say.
$5 fine.
I was going to be looking like this.
Okay, let me step in.
And
So
then I got my job in my ear, so I'm trying to listen to y'all too. I'm having a
just
hard time. I
you
don't even know what's going on.
you out of order.
That's funny.
You just mute your line. Cause you
Five, five, five,
see y'all, this
five.
is what happens
Five
when
dollars,
it ain't
net.
playing. When
$5.
it ain't playing. So let me tell the story, y'all. I I don't watch the Red Table Talk that often, but Kevin Hart went on the Red Table Talk to speak with only Will Smith, the Will Smith. Okay, love me some Will. Although he looked like fool when Jada cheated on him with that Mandingo. It's okay. We good. We gonna let it go.
Ain't no
So
telling what he did.
he did some
Right.
shit. He did some shit.
Right. Ain't no
He
man gonna sit up there and go through that, and he ain't had his, never mind, my grandma watching
The
right now.
skeletons
But
in the
that man
closet.
has been satisfied.
right. So on the show, they talked about fatherhood because Kevin Hart has the new movie out on Netflix called Fatherhood. Two of the things that he mentioned that I thought was so profound is that everybody knows that Kevin Hart cheated on his wife. That is not allegedly, he has admitted to it. The one thing
Mm-hmm.
that he said that crushed him more than anything is that he had to talk about that with his daughter. And him and Will actually had a conversation about how they both have sons, but the daughter opinion and how she feels matters so much that it hurts worse. And he was like, his wife, yeah, she felt a certain type of way. He was like, but when I had to talk about that to my daughter, he said that took a whole nother route. And he felt so bad for what he had done. And I'm not going to ask anybody to put themselves out there or whatever. But like, as for me, like, I don't know what it is to be without a father, because I grew up, my mom and dad weren't together, but I always had a father in my life. And I don't know what it is not to have a father, but I do know certain things I carry with me that he would say to me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
As far as when you have a man, you don't do this or you don't do that. I
Mm-hmm.
carry those things with me. And I feel like other people may not. I feel like I made a good decision with the man that I married because he is an awesome father. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
but it was just so deep. And when I said something to my husband about it, he was like, oh, that's real talk. He said it's different with daughters. It's different when you have to explain, because you see the disappointment in them. And as a man, with you being their first point of knowing a man, it's hard to sit there and break your daughter's heart. So I
Yeah.
thought that was one of the things that was profound. What do y'all think about that, if y'all have an opinion?
Yeah. I agree.
Go ahead, Mama.
I I agree that the man is your daughter's first male impression of how
Absolutely.
to treat a female.
Absolutely.
So when they see the interaction between mom and dad, and how dad give that love and affection, and how he handles the household, how he's a
Absolutely.
protector. I'm not saying that women can't do it on their own, but for those households that have a mom and a dad, it matters. It
Mhm.
does matter. And if they see that the dad is treating the mom a certain type of way, yeah, it's that's gonna be hurtful.
Yeah, I agree. I
I got a
agree.
question.
Mhm.
If he wasn't in the spotlight and famous, was it even
That's
his?
it.
Was it her business to know that he cheated on her?
And he talked about that. He talked about, he said, "Will, everybody wants the seat, but they don't know what comes along with it." And he said, "My life is lived out for everybody." So I think his feeling would have been the same if she had caught wind of it, if he wasn't famous. You know what I mean? But
Right.
like I said, even when I said something to Carlos, he was like, this is real. Like, no, it makes us feel a certain type of way when our daughters see us in that type of light. It makes a
Yeah.
difference. What was you gonna say,
Yeah,
Chris?
that's what I was gonna say. Because if you think about it, I mean, I'm only speaking for myself because I don't know about the rest of you guys. Not in my marriage, or anything, but we've all experienced infidelity in in some type of relationship.
Mm-hmm.
So just go back and imagine that being recorded, and
Mm.
then
Mm-mm-mm.
children grow up and they see the infidelity or what transpired in your relationship. Now that goes
Hmm.
back to that question, like, was that really her business to know if she wasn't in the spotlight? I have two things to say about that. One, my children will never know about anything that happened between me and their father before marriage, because first of all, it's not their business. It's not
Mm-hmm.
their business. And second of all, I want my children to continue looking at their father the way that they see their father,
Oh,
as a
wow.
hero.
Right.
I want
Wow.
them to continue viewing their father the way that they view them, because this is what anybody I can forgive my husband for something, but if I tell somebody else what happened, they're not going to be as forgiving because they don't really know the man from how
Ooh-wee.
you know. So that's why it's
Yeah.
important too not to tell everybody in your children.
I don't know, Chris.
The
I
second
don't
thing
really agree
is,
with that, Chris, because I
and the
think that
second thing
family.
is,
Wait a minute, wait a
Sorry,
minute,
go
wait a
ahead.
minute, Kim. Let her finish
What?
talking.
I
y'all
try to.
don't, y'all
You
Wait
don't,
a
talk to
minute.
I
Sissy,
get the
Chris.
phone calls. Y'all don't get the phone calls. I
She
get the
right about
phone
that.
calls.
She
Okay.
right about that. She
Okay.
right about
I
that.
know.
She right. She right. So that was the first part. And we don't and I'm trying to think of what my second part was of what they said. Um he talked about
About
that and then
raising,
then
being
he
raised with the struggle.
right. So he also and I thought this was an awesome point. So Kevin Hart was saying how he told his son, "Hey, you're going to get up and you're going to box with me every morning. We're going to work out." He said that they were, playing around and he went to like steal off and hit his son and like he folded. And he was like, dude, like I've realized that my son has never been punched. He's never been hit. Like you don't fold when a man is coming at you. You square up. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So he was like, he put him in these boxing classes. And Will had made this great point when Will was like, what we went through, our struggle that we went through made us better people, made us stronger people, made us we're able now to overcome things, because of the struggle we went through. But our kids didn't have to struggle because a lot
Struggle.
of us on this platform, we're like, yo, my kids ain't going through what I went through. I'm gonna give them this, I'm gonna give them that. And sometimes giving them that means that we're taking away their ability to go through things because we've always gotten them
Right.
out
And
or
adapt.
they've
And their
never
ability to
yeah,
adapt.
Absolutely.
absolutely. And I thought that was a great
I
point.
don't
And
agree with that though.
but I can see what he's saying because
Hmm.
my my kids, I'm gonna be honest with you, my kids ain't really been through nothing because I tried to shelter them like from everything
Yeah.
because I'm like, oh God, oh her friend acting funny. Listen here, let me tell you what you do. You do this is instead of me letting her figure out for herself, I'm
Yeah.
always trying to get a way out for her. And I know that's
Yeah.
probably not good, but I love my kids. You know what I
But
mean?
I think
Yeah.
But I think I don't think that's what he was saying. I think he was more or less saying like the struggle part is like the money wise and stuff like that. Because if I'm
Mm.
being honest, we didn't struggle. I didn't see the struggle. I didn't feel the struggle. I'm not going around and saying my mama was a crackhead. I'm not going around saying, we was poor, we didn't have no money.
Mhm.
I feel like I didn't go through that. I didn't go through all that. However, what you are saying is what my mama didn't do. She allowed us to make mistakes. She
Mhm.
told us, if you get locked up, you gonna stay in that jail. And guess what she did? Your ass stayed in that jail cell and you learn from your mistakes. I
My
think that's
mama
a
came and got me
difference.
that day.
Oh,
You remember when
What?
you remember when you got me? My and Papa was at the jailhouse. They got me.
What?
And
Okay,
see,
but
I
It's
want to go get
different
my
though.
kids too.
let me piggyback on what
Yeah.
Nat
It's
said.
different
Now,
though. It's
Nat,
different because I can see the difference between my older two. They will work some shit out. They will work some shit out. The middle one, she will work some stuff out, but she gonna stress over it first. But them last two kids, shit, hell
They
to the
want to go
no.
through the struggle. They
Nah,
want to go
they
through
not.
the
want to go through the
struggle.
I,
struggle.
I can I
Dale.
can see because we had a little bit more to give the last three than we did the last two, so they didn't really have to work for nothing.
Right.
All their money was their money. I
Mhm.
mean, my husband Marlon and I, we had to go back and forth about making Ashley pay her own cell phone when she was in college. I mean, I was totally against it. I was like, hell no, I need to know that her shit's paid and I can get in contact with her. And I mean, like that was a big, big issue.
Yes.
Like we fought for months over that.
Mhm.
So it finally it dawned on me that hey, yeah, at some point you're gonna have to let them live, make decisions, have some
Mhm.
struggles.
Okay, Dale, what's your
So
thought? I heard you.
Oh no, I was just piggybacking on what Quinetta said on that day that we had to go and get her from the jailhouse. She failed
God.
to mention that all her other friends had already left like hours before she did. She was
So
so
you let her sit for a
terrified.
while. You let her stew.
That her friends had got out about 10 o'clock. Here it is, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning before we heard from her. She said, I was so terrified. She's like, if it was up to me, I'd have stayed in there before I let y'all know what I did. So,
What?
I mean, oh,
I wasn't
yeah.
finna
Why
go
you do that
home.
to my baby?
I was
Why you
not
do
That's
that to
finna
me.
her?
go home.
She was
Oh,
about 17 years old. And I was like, where's my baby? Here it is, 2 o'clock in the morning. She ain't nowhere. Last time I heard, she was with a friend. So
wow.
I
get
gotta
that
fly in
call.
here.
She finally had to buckle up. She finally had to buckle up and give us a call to come get her. Lesson learned that she did, that she has not repeated. So that's a lesson learned. But, I feel that with, each of my kids, they all have their individual personalities.
Mm-hmm.
And I have some of them, I have a couple of them that have to fall back a little bit. I got to fall
Right.
back, let them learn, because some of these kids today, they don't want to learn from what you tell them. They
Right.
want to go through the struggle. So I have had to fall back
Sorry.
on a couple of my kids, fall back,
Mm-hmm.
let them learn from it. I got to stay out of it. I got to hope, and that's when you come to where you have to realize, okay, all the years of raising them, now's the time for them to go and make their own decisions based on what you have taught them through their life.
Yep.
It
Absolutely.
really
That's
is.
where I'm at
Yeah.
now.
Let me read this
Mm-hmm.
comment. Shar said that it's hard. Matt is 28 and I still don't like to see him struggling. It is hard. Listen,
Oh, it's hard.
I'm not gonna
I don't
sugarcoat
know about
nothing off.
28 though.
No, I'm telling you off gate. I don't feel like my parenting is going to ever stop. And that
Yeah.
parenting includes helping in some capacity. And
Yeah.
as my legacy, I don't want to see you fail, but I do have to see you trying. That's the
Right.
difference. If you're
That's the
trying,
difference.
mama gonna help you if you're trying. But if you're not trying, I'm gonna leave your ass in the streets because that's where you
Right.
want to be. That
Yeah.
that's the difference. But I feel that on so
See,
many levels.
yeah.
That's how I feel with what Kevin Hart is saying. Like he had to struggle and go from set to set, comedy show, slept in his
Mm-hmm.
car here and there. How
Mm-hmm.
I would want to see my child work that hard for their dream, but I
Right.
also wouldn't ever want to see my child having to sleep in their car, having
Yeah.
to go to a roach motel. If my
Right.
child was struggling on getting a down payment for their house, I want to be able to say, I was just waiting on you to come to me. I
Mm,
already have your down payment.
you
I
walking
wanted to
heavy.
see how much you could get. We
Yes.
already got your down payment.
You walking heavy
Or
tonight.
I wanted to see what you were gonna pay for your wedding. I got this. I got the rest. What else do you need? That's the
Absolutely.
type of parent that I want to be. And I think that's what Kevin Hart, I think they're just pouring and pouring because they have it, because they have the money.
Mm-hmm.
And I can see that happening because I do it. Morgan will call me and say, Mama, can you order me some Postmates? And I send her some Postmates.
She,
But you know what I
she
did the
shared.
other day? The other day I said, you need to cash at me your Postmates money. And she
Mm-hmm.
sent me $20 and I ordered her food.
Now, Shark came back and said that she will say that he is a great dad and he handles his business. But when things aren't going well, I do step in. I totally
I
agree.
feel you on that.
I told Shark,
Yeah.
we are, when I tell you we are here,
Yep.
absolutely. I will.
I feel you on that.
I'm gonna always, as long as God gives me breath to breathe, I will do what I feel like I should do for
Yeah.
my child if they are being good human beings. If they're being good human
Yeah.
beings, hell yeah, and I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care what you say about me. It doesn't. When it comes to my household, I don't care what people think about what I do in my household because I have one life to live, and damn it, I'm gonna live it the way I want to. And I
Yeah.
think everybody should. It's
And
none of
too,
anybody's business.
I think kids need to know that though, what you're saying. I think your
Mm-hmm.
kids and other people's children need to know that their parents have their back. Like I remember
Yeah.
it was an
Yeah.
incident with me. I fell out with my boyfriend. It was before marriage at the time. I went back home and my mama said, well, you know what option is? I'll help you get a house. You can
Mm-hmm.
own a house. Stay here and build up for your house. Just to know that I had that as an option, that pushed me to want to get there. With or
Right.
without, you know what I'm saying,
Right.
who I was with at the time. So,
Yeah.
Right.
I mean,
Right.
I think
And
it's
you're
important
right.
for them.
It doesn't stop. It doesn't stop. You don't stop being a parent. I know when I see Chris, she might be having a really stressful day or headache or something. I mean, I immediately get my grandkids because I don't know what's gonna pop off in her crazy head.
Oh, right there. Right there is where we decide we gonna move on. Oh God. All right, Dale, you have the stop acting so ugly in my grandma Lillian voice. Rest her soul with her pocketbook on her side. Okay?
Mm, mm,
What's
mm,
going
mm.
on?
Oh, so I see you put the picture up. Such a pretty little puppy, ain't it? Look
Hell
at it. It's so pretty, isn't
Yeah.
it? So, did you guys hear the story about it's a British family?
yeah. Mm-hmm.
They had a Jack Russell Terrier that went missing, and it went was gone for 11 years. It's gone for 11 years. All of a sudden, they just got reunited with the dog that's been missing for 11 years.
Hmm.
Now, yeah, that part. So,
He
my
out.
thing is, and I don't know if you heard about it, they reunited with the dog 11 years later. I'm not even sure if that is even the dog that went missing. I mean, I'm sitting here, I did a little bit of research after I saw the article. So I'm sitting here like, how do they know that that's the
Right.
same dog after 11 years? Did they do a DNA test on it?
Right.
How
No,
do
for
they
real.
know that it's the
Right.
same dog? Needless to say, okay, maybe it is the same dog. So my question would be, now this dog's 11 years old. I did a little bit of research to see the lifespan of a Jack Russell Terrier, and it runs about 15, maybe 20 years,
Oh,
maybe.
he on his way out.
So yeah. So, but they do say that with that type of dog, that about 10 years is when they start to slow down. They start to slow down
Mm-hmm.
as far as aging, as far as aging is concerned.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Alrighty. So now, with that being said, I want to
Oh
ask
God.
each of you people on the panel, because I am a dog lover. I love my dogs. So don't get me wrong on this. I love my dogs.
Whew.
So my question would be for everybody on the panel here, and then those who are actually watching the show. If you lost your dog, and 11 years later your dog shows up, would you accept that dog and keep on going, or would you just say, hey, you slam the door in the dog face,
Well, I thought the little thing was in the dog. They put a little
The chip. You thought the
chip in
chip
it.
They
was in
just
it?
started that.
I
But now,
what you say, Nat?
They just started that little chip thing.
they had
And
that
see,
11
that's what
years
I
ago
said
That
too.
was
I
too,
that
said
the dog was already missing before they did the chip.
I thought that too. Now let me tell y'all
hmm
something. At this
hmm
point right here, at this point, 11 years later, this dog belonged to the streets.
right,
Okay.
His
right.
ass,
Okay.
listen, his ass ain't. I'm gonna tell y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all what this remind me of. It reminds me of a man. A man who done been out here hoeing around. He done left, baby. He done hoed all his life. 5 or 6 years left. That's what you said, Dale. You said he had about
Oh
5 or 6 years left. And now you wants to run back to me?
hmm hmm
Hell no. He belonged to the streets, and that's where you better keep him. Keep him in the streets.
my
And
God.
the thing about that, Tanya, is the only thing I see with that dog after 11 years is a vet bill.
Hell
A
Right.
yeah.
vet
Fact.
bill. Now,
Right.
we ain't been established. You ain't been in the household long enough to have a vet bill. Now that has to
He
build up over years. You left when you was a puppy. You come back with a bill? No, no,
he
no, sir.
he coming
No.
back for his retirement glory days.
Yeah, you ain't
Hey, that
invested. That
fucking
dog
dog.
ain't invested in that
No, for
family.
real.
That dog is not
F that
invested
dog.
with that family.
F that dog.
What you talking about?
We had a dog. We had a family dog. If that dog was to show up to this door to this day, first of all, she not stepping in.
Uh-oh.
Now I will go. Let's go on to the vet, get your little hoe ass checked out. Cause I know you been
Oh,
out here hoe.
She a hoe?
She's a hoe. She's a hoe.
that dog done
I,
had 5 or 6 owners. Come on now, 11
no,
years.
Right.
I will not. I will not. If that dog was to show up at the door with his pretty or adorable doggy eyes, and I would be like, "Who you? I don't.
Hey,
I don't have a
Mama,
dog.
you not even a dog person. You
I'm,
dropped the dog off in the neighborhood and drove off.
Wait a minute, who?
See,
I'm
y'all
not gonna
mean.
cheat on
Who?
you.
Who?
Y'all ain't right.
Who
Foxy,
dropped the dog
Foxy,
off?
no, Foxy.
Wait a minute. Who dropped the dog off?
Dropped the. It was a cute little dog too. And guess what? The little dog chased after the van. Let me back. Let me back, Foxy. I want
No, Foxy.
I rebuke those lies.
Wait a minute.
Okay.
See,
So
y'all ain't
we
right.
did have a
Wait.
dog. We had a dog one time, and yeah, nobody would take care of the dog. Nobody. The dog was so smart, would go to the back door when it was time to go, but they would be sitting in the living room, in the family room on that game, and they wouldn't even open up the back door so the dog can go out and poop. So
God, this is
I
some
just got
bullshit.
sick. I wanted to take the dog to the pound, but they had already locked it down. So I found a really nice neighborhood, and there was 2 little kids, and
Gave him a good home.
Okay, listen, that's it. Cut your story. No more. Netta, what was you saying? I need Netta to speak. What was you saying? Oh God.
I feel so shamed though.
You should
If the
be.
dog come knocking at the door, I'm taking my dog.
Oh,
Come on in here, baby.
that
We
dog
miss
belonged to the
you,
street.
girl. Come on in here. Mama miss you, girl.
You got the
The
same
dog is
dog that
11
reach and grab
years
chicken
old.
bones off the table. I know
But
you.
wait, I got to talk about these 2 comments. Nashar said the chips have been around for 20 years, just not affordable to us for about 10 years. Okay,
Okay.
that's number 1 comment. The next one, Keisha says, I'm calling animal control if he show back up on me. She said if he show back up, she calling the people on him. She ain't taking him back.
Now, let me
I'm
say
taking
this
my
much.
dog
Let
in.
me let me say this much. Now, I had a dog that went missing. Her name was Misty. She went missing. She went missing
She
for
was a
no
hoe.
11 years though. She was missing for how long was she missing? About a few months. She was missing about a few months. And then we thought, we'd never see her again. And one day I was in there washing dishes, and I could look out the window when I was washing dishes, and I seen her, and I hollered. I said,
You
"Kim!"
seen
I
her.
said, "There go Misty." They said, "No." I said, "Yes, Misty out there." So we all went running to Misty. We took her back. Misty was
What?
pregnant as hell. She had been hoeing in the street for the last 3 or 4, 5 months. Come back pregnant, dirty, stinking. We took her in.
What?
We did take her in. But that
What?
was only because it was some months. Now, 11 years mean you only coming back here, like you said, to retire. All I see is a vet bill. I see a $5,000, $6,000 vet bill with an
Right.
11-year-old dog coming back. I can't deal with it. I
Yeah,
close the door. I don't know you.
yeah.
Who that?
And Keisha said made a decision.
Misty made her decision.
She made her decision. She
Misty
wanted
came
to be
back
in the street.
pregnant.
She wanted to be in the
Misty
street.
was hoeing. She was hoeing in the
Misty
Nah,
street
this
said
about
the
is new.
3
streets
months.
was
She knew where it was
Misty
good,
said,
good and
she
warm
said
at.
the streets was calling her name.
Misty was a bitch.
Oh, wait a minute.
What?
Oh yes, she was. Man, she came back with big ass ticks all over. Man, she was in the streets.
Oh,
We had to
Man,
clean
oh,
look.
her up. She was like a crackhead. We had to clean her up when she got back.
Wow.
Mm, mm, mm,
Wow.
mm.
All right,
We
man.
did. Mm,
Next one. Let's
mm.
move.
All righty. All righty. Okay, y'all. So now, everybody know about Tessica Brown, uh, aka the Gorilla Girl. She has now has a hair product line that's come out. And the name of the hair product line is Forever Hair. So I don't know if you guys heard about that. That hairline, it has like oils for stimulating the growth of your hair, and then it has like oil. I think it's like what is it? Hairspray, and I think
Mm.
she's coming out with some what is it? Some edge
Edge
control.
control.
That's coming. That's coming in the future. So my thing is with that is I'm all for everybody having a side hustle.
Absolutely.
I really am. She took something that was negative and she is
Mm-hmm.
trying
turned
to
it
make
into a
a
positive.
profit
She
off
did.
of it.
She did.
Yes.
Yeah.
So now, besides that hairline, she has out hoodies. I think her hoodies is like, what's the name of some of her hoodies? Bonded
She's
for
making
Life.
hair bonnet.
Don't start that
She
shit.
got hoodies and t-shirts, and like Bonded for Life is one of them, and another
Girl.
one I think it is called what is the name of the other one? Where's My Hair?
Bonded for
I think that's what
life.
it's called. Where's My Hair? And so, believe it or
What?
not, those t-shirts and hoodies are like selling, like most of like sold out. So she is making
Oh wow.
profit off of that with the hoodies and the t-shirts and stuff. I get that, that could be an easy little side hustle. Now, the thing about the hair product that I guess I'll be asking, people that's looking at our show and you guys on the panel, would you trust this hair product? Uh, okay, I see Foxy already saying no. Me,
I got trust issues.
I'm all for entrepreneurs and supporting new businesses and everything. I'm not quite I'll probably get a t-shirt and hoodie. I could go that far. I'm not quite sure about the hair products, but according to what she said is these are products that she's used to help the growth her own hair growth. And so now she's coming out with that, but it's called Forever Hair. And it is, if somebody is interested,
We
it
not.
is tbforeverhair.com.
First of all, don't
tbforeverhair.com.
even say
That
her
stands for
website. Don't even say her website. She ain't paid us shit to mention her website on this show. She
And
must.
plus, y'all, anybody who buy her hair products gonna be a damn fool.
Look, this is
okay.
my thing. If you can't even read what you putting on your own head, you don't give a damn about what's going on my head. So I got trust
Booyah!
issues with you. I mean, I wish you the best. And by the
Yes.
way, this picture is a little scary. But
I think it's the
yeah.
eyes. I think it's the eyes
But
on
those
that
are the
picture.
contacts that she wears. She wears that color contacts. And she looks different because I guess her hair is growing back, so she got the natural type of look going on to show you that her hair has grown with her product. But
Mm.
the bottom line is this: I'm not buying this shit. That's just like supporting them people who did them PP loans and now they got GoFundMe accounts. I'm not buying that shit from you, and I'm not giving on no GoFundMe. Okay?
Okay.
Now, damn it,
All right.
I
All
didn't smoke, and
right.
that's it. I'm not fooling up with her. No,
So,
no.
Chris, what do you think about that? Is that something that you might be interested in?
Sure, no. But I do also wonder though, have any other hairlines offered her anything to
Probably so.
represent their line? But would you think it would be marketable for them to though?
Absolutely.
Because
No.
I don't think
Right.
so.
I can see it. I can see it, y'all, because it's
Well,
all about the hair growth at this point. And I can see
Right.
them reaching out
Right.
saying, use this product. Let's see your progress of your hair growing, and people are gonna want to buy this. I ain't buying this. I don't give a damn if this shit
First
was
of all,
$1.99.
first of all, her hair not growing no more because that shit shot the shit.
I
That
don't
gorilla
see
glue
growth.
tore that shit
I
up.
don't know what y'all see, but I don't see growth.
Me
I don't
neither.
either.
Oh Lord.
I
I don't
thought
either.
Oh
this was the
goodness.
time for the hair growth. I guess that's what they're trying to do. She's doing as a gimmick, like, all my hair got cut off. This is what I'm using to make it grow. That's probably like the gimmick that she's using. No, I wouldn't trust to do that, use that product either. But I mean, more power to her and more power to the people that, trust that hair product line and want to, purchase that. More power to you. Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
wait.
Y'all need a new ambassador because it ain't her.
No, it ain't her. Wait a minute.
But
First
get your
Lord
Yeah.
said,
coins, sis. Get your money.
First Lord said, I would
Nah.
trust. He said, I would trust Stevie Wonder to drive me from here to Atlanta before I trust a thing from this woman.
Oh, Lord have
Baby,
mercy.
before you sell me something, you got to know how to read.
Oh,
Reading is
Lord.
fundamental. You can't tell me to get a product when, damn it, you didn't read the first product you had.
Right.
It ain't
Right.
gonna work for me. I'm not buying this shit. I don't give a damn if they got free trials.
Well,
I don't want it.
Booyah!
well, the product that she used, it did come from the hardware department. So that's kind of like, that's different. That ain't
That's,
really a hair product. It's
that's
like
still
targeted.
stupid. That make me think you don't know which aisle to walk down. I don't know what you
Baby,
did. You put the right thing in the bottle or not. It
listen,
ain't.
Right.
But there
listen.
is there is some gel out there that looks like the same coloring of the Gorilla Glue. It is so,
Here she
but
go.
I mean,
Here she go. Here
I'm
she
not
go.
making no excuses
Here
because
she
she
go.
still could have
What?
read. Reading is fundamental. So yeah, no.
Well, she
It's
knew
always
she knew
one.
what she was putting in her head. She knew that wasn't a hair product. She knew she got it
She knew
off the
that.
hardware section. But the thing is, her train, like her thought process of, maybe I shouldn't use this because it's not for hair, is kind of what got distorted in the whole process. I think. Like,
Keisha said,
What her product at? In the tire? In the tire aisle?
yeah, it could be over there
Over
by
there
the
by the gorilla glue.
wood products.
oh
Oh
God.
man.
Look,
Yeah.
It's in the tool section.
I'm just telling y'all, I ain't buying that shit. She can keep it. If it makes money for her, I'm happy. I don't stop nobody bad.
Right.
But I'm selective where I'm
Right.
gonna spend my coins. And she ain't getting out a damn piece of my
I ain't even got
hard-earned
that
money.
many coins.
She ain't getting it. She ain't getting it. So look here.
Nah.
Let's go. We gotta talk about this wine. Now I've been sipping on mine. And I'm gonna go ahead and go first. I like this. I really like it. I think it's not hard. It's I can taste the flavor in it. And I will buy this again. I will give this a 9. I give it a 9.
Wow.
I give it a 9.
Okay.
Foxy, you
Okay.
did good. I like this
I
wine. I
picked this
do.
one, y'all.
Keisha said it's great frozen. Well, Dale
Yeah.
froze the hell out of hers.
So
I
so
had
this
mine
is
frozen.
the next time I drink, I've been fighting a fly all night.
Yeah, we
And
know.
I said
finally
that.
um
I mean, really.
it landed in my drink, so I can't even drink no more of this. But
Ugh.
yeah, I know I've been fighting. I hit it and landed
It also stopped you from
right in my
talking, so.
Facebook friend and my ex co-worker Jamila. She had this on her Facebook post, and that's where I got it. And I was like, "Hey, let me try this," because I only got it because it said 13.9%. I'm
Oh.
not gonna lie, and I was like, "Hey, this could be good," and it is. So
Mm.
next time I'm gonna freeze it. So this is my 10. I didn't think
Yeah,
I was saying earlier. I haven't found the 10, but this is my 10.
okay. All right, who next? Who got it?
I go next. So with mine, actually, I put it in the freezer and froze it. So I was drinking it frozen. But 13.9% alcohol, lovely. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm enjoying this. I'm gonna actually give this a high score as well. I would buy this again. I would give this a 10 as well.
Mm,
It's like it's
Yeah.
strawberry. You can
Thanks, man.
actually smell the strawberry. So it's like a to me, it's like a strawberry daiquiri to me.
okay.
It is.
But it's in the wine section. So I mean it's very good. If you take the whole bottle, you just put it in the freezer, freeze it,
Yes.
you can just pour it out that way. Or you could put it in the blender. I would with the blender, if you're doing that, it's gonna require more ice and it'll kind of water it down.
Yeah.
So if
Yeah,
you
I
put
wouldn't
it
do
in the
that.
refrigerator and just serve it frozen, that would be very good. But yeah, I love it. I'll give it a 10.
Wow. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Chris, what's up? What you saying?
I like it. I love it. I agree. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, it's doing its job. It tastes good. I'll probably give it about a 9.5 because I
Mm.
need that tingle. I think if I had it frozen, it give me that tingle. You know that tingle you get when you light stuff.
What?
The hell? What the hell is she talking
I
about?
had
Who
mine
the hell
frozen, so I
tingle?
gave it a 10.
I don't know what the tingling is.
I'm done. I
You
can't.
know
I
that
can't.
tingling. You know
She
that
feel a
tingling.
You know
buzz
that
over there.
tingle. That tingle. I don't got that
Okay.
tingle. So I give it a
On the
9.5.
palate, on the palate, that
Okay.
Nine and a
tingle on the
half is
palate.
good.
All right. So Netta, can you talk? Because you got 16 jobs like the Africans over there.
And she over there like a
What?
Jamaican, five,
Yeah,
six
she like a
jobs
Jamaican,
going.
y'all. Let me stress, she does not have to work like this. She just
She does
chooses.
not.
I guess she want to be a millionaire by the time she's 40. Cause
She got
Right.
about three jobs, her own business going on at the same
What?
time. I mean, she kids free though. She ain't got
I'm
no kids
only
for the
doing this
summer.
until the end of July, y'all.
whatever, she gonna keep it once that money roll in.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I don't believe
Mm-hmm.
nothing she say. But anyway, listen. Um, she said first love said the tingle. What crack? We ain't no crackheads over
God
here,
no.
sir. We
I
don't
ain't
Ain't
do
gonna
no
do no
crack.
crack
crackheads
now.
over here.
We,
Mm-mm.
we
I
don't
ain't
do
gonna do no
crack over
crack
here.
now.
Hey, crack
Mm-mm.
is whack.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. I
Uh,
do
Crack is whack.
crack is whack.
Uh,
But listen,
so Netta, what do you grade it?
just give us a hand. Give us a hand. What you give it?
Is she even coherent? She been working too hard. Hello?
She might be
I'm
on
here.
crack. Now I'm sorry.
What do you grade it?
What?
They gonna fire her before she can get a check.
I'm telling you.
Sorry about that. That was the boss lady.
5. You done got fired and fired in the
Five,
same night.
$5.
But I rate it as a
Here we
Is
go.
she smoking? She's smoking. She
I give it
smoking.
I give it a 6. It's pretty good.
A
A
You
What?
did.
6.
6.
You did
You
good,
ain't
cuz.
She
you
high.
ain't got that
She
in your
high.
cup, do you?
Wait a minute. But hold on.
What's really in that cup?
She can't talk to us, but she over here smoking though.
What?
Right.
Make it make sense in my head. I'm
You don't see me going like this.
I can't even see your hand. What you doing?
oh God. All right, man. Look, listen. We about to end this because I don't know what Netta on over there, but it's some whole nother shit she got going on. Listen, she in. Oh, I can't tell where she from. It can I? Okay. Well, anyway, where she live at, they free spirit. They free spirit over there with them people.
Oh no!
Wait a minute. What you mean by that?
Hey, I'm gonna talk shit since you can't reply.
Oh,
I feel some type of way.
You
y'all
mean
crazy.
All right, man. Listen, we thank y'all for watching, man. We appreciate you. Please share the video. Go to YouTube. Name is Don't Be Scared. Let's talk about it. Yo, let's tell them. Thank you for watching. Don't be scared.
Let's
Let's
talk
talk
about
about
it.
it.